Let me tell you something. You might be in a season of loss right now. Lost time, lost money, lost peace, maybe even lost people you thought would never leave. But I came here to tell you God ain't forgot about you. He saw every tear, heard every late night prayer, and guess what? He's about to release a miracle so powerful, it'll make you forget what you lost, cause what's coming is greater than what left. You thought it was over. Man, listen. I done been at the bottom. I done been so broke, I couldn't even afford hope. But I learned this. God does his best work in your lowest moment, cause when he restores it, you won't be able to say it was luck. It won't be connections. It won't be your resume. It'll be Jody, period. See, some of y'all frustrated right now, cause your life ain't going the way you planned. But let me ask you this, did you ever stop to think that God's plan is better than yours? He didn't remove that job to punish you. He removed it to position you. That breakup didn't break you. It built you. That pain didn't destroy you. It disciplined you. What you lost was real, but what's coming is redemption. You're not forgotten. You're not done. You're next. God is about to open a door no man can shut. That healing you've been waiting on, it's on the way. That restoration in your family, it's coming. That financial breakthrough, it's being lined up right now. So don't give up. Don't fold. Don't quit. Stay ready. Stay faithful. Stay grateful. Cause when God shows out in your life, it's gonna make sense why you had to lose it all. The miracle is already written. The restoration is already in motion. Just wait. God's not done. Your comeback is gonna look better than your breakdown ever did. Steve Harvey, you think it's over. No, man, it ain't over till God says it's over. What you lost wasn't your ending. It was your setup for a greater comeback. See, the problem is, most people treat loss like it's the final chapter, like it's the period at the end of their story. But what you gotta understand is, God don't close with a period where he meant to put a comma. That pain you're carrying, that setback you're dealing with, that was not your finish line. It was the starting point for a transformation you couldn't see coming. When you go through loss, it shakes your soul. You lose people, opportunities, confidence, even faith sometimes. You start questioning why it had to happen, why things had to fall apart. But that's where trust kicks in. Because God don't waste loss. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you thought about quitting, it was adding weight to your story. It was building strength in you that success alone couldn't give. Sometimes the greatest blessings come wrapped in pain. Sometimes you gotta lose the job, lose the friends, lose the comfort zone, just so you can see what you're really made of, and more than that, so you can finally step into what God made you for. Cause if it was up to us, we'd stay stuck in places that look good but don't grow us. God loves you too much to leave you there. You didn't lose it all. You gained something that can't be taken from your resilience. You learned how to stand when you felt like falling. You discovered how to praise when it didn't make sense. That ain't failure, that's foundation. That's the kind of stuff comebacks are made of. And let me tell you, God specializes in comebacks. Look all through scripture. Ain't nobody God ever used who didn't face loss first. Joseph lost his freedom. Job lost his wealth and his health. David lost friends, trust, and peace. But every one of them got it back, and got back more than what they started with. Because God doesn't restore you to where you were. He restores you to a level you never imagined. You might be in a valley right now, but valleys don't mean death. They mean development. That silence you're hearing. That's the setup, that emptiness you feel. That's the making of a miracle. Don't mistake the silence of God for the absence of God. He's still working, behind the scenes, in the dark, in the wait, in the delay. So no, it ain't over, not even close. What you lost wasn't the end of your story. It was the setup for a greater comeback. The kind that don't just bless you, but bless everyone who sees it and says, only God could have done that. Sometimes God got a strip you of everything. So when he restores it, you know it was him. Not luck, not people, him. We don't always understand why things fall apart the way they do. One day you're secure, confident, moving forward. And the next, it feels like everything you were building gets torn down. The relationships you trusted collapse. The plans you made fall through. The identity you had starts to break apart. And in those moments, it's easy to think you're being punished. Easy to think God's gone silent, or that maybe you messed up too badly to be fixed. But let me tell you something. God doesn't strip you because he hates you. He strips you because he's about to show you who he is. When God takes everything, He's not doing it to destroy you. He's doing it to make sure that when He builds you back up, you won't give the credit to anyone else. Not your connections, not your qualifications, not your own grind, but Him, and Him alone. Sometimes God has to remove all the noise, all the crutches, all the things you thought you needed, so you finally see He was the source all along. That job wasn't your source, that person wasn't your peace, that money wasn't your security. He was, He is, because if you still had all your safety nets, you might have thought it was coincidence. You might have chalked your blessing up to timing or hustle or who you knew. But when you're standing in the ashes with nothing left but faith, and He restores you piece by piece, moment by moment, you know it wasn't anything you did. You know it wasn't luck. It was God. There's a sacred power in hitting rock bottom. That's where the fakeness falls away. That's where pride dies. That's where the real relationship with God begins. You stop negotiating, stop performing, stop pretending. You get real and God meets you there, in the realness, and that's exactly where He wants to work from. Not your platform, not your image, but your surrender. That's where miracles begin. That's where breakthrough is born. Not in your strength, but in your weakness, in your nothingness. See, when God restores, He doesn't just bring back what was lost. He multiplies it, He purifies it, He makes it brand new. But before He does that, He has to make sure you're ready to handle it. Ready to carry it, ready to testify with no ego, no pride, no filter. Just faith, just truth. So when God strips it all away, thank Him, because you're about to get something you can't earn, can't explain, and can't deny. And when it comes, you won't give credit to luck or chance or people. You'll point up and say, that was God, only God. Don't cry over what walked away. If it was yours, it would have stayed, what God got for you. It's better, it's bigger, and it's on the way. Sometimes in life, we cling too tightly to things and people that were only meant to be seasonal. We don't realize it in the moment, but not everything that leaves your life is a loss. Things are actually deliverance. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it's confusing when someone you cared about suddenly disappears, or when an opportunity you prayed for closes its doors. But here's the truth. God doesn't subtract unless He's about to multiply. We spend too much time mourning what was never meant to stay. That friend who turned their back on you, that relationship that crumbled, that job you didn't get. It feels like rejection, but in reality, it's protection. Because if it were truly for you, it would have remained. Real things don't walk away when it gets hard. Real love stays, real purpose stays. Real blessings won't make you chase them. They'll meet you where you are in God's perfect timing. See, when God removes something, it's not because He's trying to break your heart. It's because He's trying to build your life. You may not see the whole picture right now, but He does. He sees the hidden motives. He sees what you don't. And if He let it walk away, it means it couldn't walk with you into your destiny. That person you miss, they weren't equipped to handle your calling. That opportunity you thought you lost. It wasn't big enough for the vision God has placed on your life. You're over here crying about a door that closed, and God is preparing a whole palace you ain't even seen yet. His plans are not just different, they're better. Bigger, beyond anything you're imagining right now. But here's the key, you can't receive what's next if your hands are still clinging to what left. Let it go, not because it wasn't real, not because it didn't matter, but because it already served its purpose. You grew, you learned, you became stronger, and now it's time for what's truly yours. God doesn't downgrade, He doesn't give replacements, He gives upgrades. So if something left, trust and believe what's coming is greater. That peace you lost, it's coming back deeper. That love you gave away, it's coming back purer. That opportunity you missed, it's coming back multiplied. You just gotta stay in position. Don't chase what walked away. Don't question what God removed. What's for you is not going to require force or fear. It's going to feel right. It's going to fit, and it's going to last. So hold your head high, dry your tears. Your blessing isn't behind you, it's ahead of you. What God got for you, it's better, it's bigger, and trust me, it's on the way. I've been broke, I've been broken, but I serve a God who specializes in miracles, and when He releases yours, you gone look back and say, only God could have done that? Man, I know what it feels like to be down bad. To be so low you can't even see the light. I've had moments where my bank account was empty, and so was my spirit. Moments where I was smiling on the outside, but breaking in 1,000 silent pieces on the inside. I've been broke financially, emotionally, spiritually. I've been in places where I didn't know how I was gonna make it to next week, sometimes not even to the next day. But let me tell you something I learned in those valleys. God never wastes brokenness. In fact, sometimes He waits for you to hit rock bottom, so you finally realize that He is the rock at the bottom. When everybody else walks out, when the support dries up, when the world goes quiet, that's when He speaks the loudest. I serve a God who shows up in the impossible, who steps in when the doctors say there's no chance, who moves when the bills are due and you don't know how to pay, who restores when the marriage looks finished, when the dream feels dead, when the hope is gone. He specializes in miracles, not the kind you can explain, but the kind that leave you standing there in tears saying, "Ain't no way this was me, that had to be God." Sometimes He'll let things fall apart, not because He's punishing you, but because He's preparing a testimony that's gonna shake somebody else's faith awake. He'll let you feel empty so you can be filled with something real. He'll allow the silence so that when the breakthrough comes, you know it was never your own strength that got you through. It was grace, His grace, and when He releases that miracle, when He restores what you thought was over, you won't be confused about who did it. You won't think it was your hustle or your network or your timing. You'll know, deep down in your soul you'll know, only God could have done that. That healing, that was Him. That job you didn't even apply for, but somehow got, that was Him. That peace that came over you in the middle of the storm, that was Him. That relationship you thought was too far gone to fix, Him. That door that opened when every other one slammed shut, Him. So I'm here to remind you today, don't give up, don't stop praying, don't stop believing, because your miracle isn't on pause, it's in motion. You just haven't seen it yet. But when it arrives, you're gonna look back over everything you went through and say, "Ain't no way I made it outa that by myself, only God."